Hello, 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 hello. Excuse me. Had to clear my throat. Today we're going to do a kid up in chat because it's been a while. So first I want to say hi to all my subscribers, old and new. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I do, really, I do. Love reading your comments and even like people giving me information, or maybe they do things a different way, and I really appreciate that because, hey, I don't know everything. I might be behind this camera, but I don't know it all. And if you're new here and you haven't seen one of my videos before, well, hello, hello. Nice to see ya. I hope you like what you see. We're going to kit up this one. I am not a craft hoarder. I'm the curator of an extensive sparkly diamond art kit collection. Yes, I am. It's 33 by 43, so it's only a baby. But I've been wanting this one for so long and finally got it on restock. And once again, I will say that I got it because one of my subscribers, Grecia, she's here in Belgium, and I have met her, gave me a gift card for my birthday, which was in March, and I finally used it when this came up and was restocked because I've been wanting it so bad. Yeah. So, and there's only 20 colors, but I think I might add more sparkle to it. I'm not sure. Not sure. It's been so long that I kitted one up in my Elizabeth Wards, I'm not quite sure where to start. Molly Jane. If anybody saw that flash, that was my cat. Where are you going? Look. Oh, you missed her. She's over there on that chair, look. Oh, hi. I'm going to have watch now. Yeah, can't see me. Holy moly, man. There's no peace at all. I got one here on the mat below me asleep, and one now just flew across the table. Woohoo! He wants to be here in the middle of the night, because I usually don't go to bed till 3, maybe 4 some nights. And we got a cat door. I'm pointing this way because that's where the back garden is still, in the back door. And we got a cat door. And of course, the one that just flew across the table, Molly, that's mine. I brought her from Canada with me because I'm living in Belgium now. I wasn't going to travel alone, so she came with me. And, man, she'll come in that door. Sometimes I think she's going to take the cat door right out of the wooden door. Because, imaginary or not, something's out there in the garden getting her. Now, sometimes it's a neighborhood cat, this beautiful, just beautiful black cat with thick, short hair, fur. But, yeah, she's having no part of this cat, all right? So she runs in and gives her mama a heart attack. Or making sure mama's heart's working. We're not sure, okay? One or the other. Which means one or the other. I'm from the province of Newfoundland. Sometimes we say our words differently. And if there's a word you don't understand, well, just ask me. Yeah. So, we're going to kit this up. What am I doing? Let's take some of these out. I'm not going to need a whole lot of thingies, but seeing there's only 20 colors, but there's one AB, there is one crystal, it's a clear crystal, and one metallic, it's gold. What? My first crystal and my first metallic and a DAC hit. DAC, DAC. And if we're even really lucky, there's none of the S stuff going to happen. You knows what I means? I can't say it out loud because it'll happen. Yeah. So what's everybody been up to? Oh, is that going to fit? This is a square kit too. These little containers will hold more than you think. So what's everybody been doing? What are you working on? Is everybody okay? I hope so. I've had a few down days, or I don't know if it's the time of year or what, but yeah, sometimes there's some days are better than others. I'm notorious for using my small ones if I can. So I looked it up, and the last time I put up a kitten chat was when I kitted up that Josephine Wall that I'm still doing. Started it, merch. Of those of you that don't know what I'm doing, you can go back and look at the latest progress update video. Oh, because I've been doing updates on that one. Lick your fingers, stick it to them. There we go. What's that? 208. And it's this Pisces is my symbol, my zodiac symbol. Now I don't pay much attention to that stuff. I have no particular reason. I know lots of people do. But when I was home, I used to always read my horoscope in the paper just to see. And sometimes I'd wait till I got home to read it from work, say, or whatever. Yeah, from work. And to see if any of it was actually, like, came true that day. Funny enough, sometimes it would, but, you know, I think odds are odds. Got to come true at some point. But I wanted to do the Zodiac kit. And I had bought it from in 2001. Now, I only started diamond painting the year before. Not really realizing what a max color kit was. So I bought it from Diamond Painting Deutschland, in Germany's only next door. And it's 72 wide by 90 high. But it has 260 colors. Yep. And when it's max colors, it's... No, you can have max colors rounds. Because I've got Taurus upstairs too. That's the hubby symbol. And that one, I bought one in squares and one in rounds. But I fooled myself because I thought I bought mine in rounds and his in squares. But anyway, I didn't. And so I've been at that since March the 25th. But I said, I only just got this kit. Now today is the 12th of May. Yeah. It's still Sunday. Yeah. And I said I just did an unboxing for it. Hopefully I'll get the unboxing up before you see this, or you'll just have to go look for it when it comes up. If I got the unboxing done for it already and uploaded, I'll put it up into eye so you can see it. Go see it after. But it's working out really great, actually. But I guess I'm so used to having kits. Like, I'm not a fast diamond painter, all right? Because I have bad eyesight. So, I mean, I'm not going I'm just taking my time, right? But I have poor eyesight. So, therefore, I have to take my time. Or else, I'm just going to have... As Mom would say, everything would be hell, west, and crooked. Hell, west, and crooked. Yep. That's what she'd say. Which would mean what? I don't know. Nothing is the way it should be. I'd have one funny looking canvas. Now I do have 2 colors that have 3 bags of drills. I don't know, I forget how many drills are in this kit. If I wasn't recording on my phone, I could tell you. All right? I don't know, it's only 33 by 43, so it can't have too many. That's a nice color, isn't it? more peachy looking. But there's a big part of the background that's, see right here? I figure it's going to be all of that there. Then I got 3 bags of green, which I figure is going to be here. If it's not confetti. I never looked to see if it was confetti, people. If it's confetti, I might have to jump off the if I had a bridge here, I'd jump off it. Because when you're talking about a kit with 260 colors, there is lots of confetti. I did one section. My sections were 7.5 centimeters wide. Because I started at the bottom. The bottom had more confetti than the top. You could tell by the picture. A little bit of static in these, but nothing too serious. Take care of it later. It was 7.5 centimeters wide and 10 centimeters high. And I can remember last year during the Josephine Wall event that one of the co-hosts had counted up how many colors she put in a section. And I went, I'm going to do that with the next section. So I did it, and what I did was I wrote down each color. Because as one knows, when you're doing a confetti-heavy canvas... Oh, haha, I'm trying to put it down the wrong way. Were you trying to tell me not to do that? Okay. See, it's got a bit of static, but what I'll do is I'll take some rubbing alcohol on a cotton bud, not soaking wet, damp, and I'll just stir around in it and hopefully get rid of the static. Yeah. So I wrote down all the numbers because with confetti heavy kits, or with any kit, how many times do you put a color away and then you're doing the next color and like 3 or 4 more pop out of the last color you did, right? Well, in a super confetti kit, which is what a max color kit is, canvas is, man, I'm telling you, I might have opened up a bottle. I did put them in bottles. I might have opened up one bottle of the same color 10 times into one section. Now that's, I'm going to take that one. We'll take this one. Yeah, so you can imagine how many times I opened up bottles in for 128 different colors in the kit, and that's why I wrote down the DMC number of each color I put down. So then when I had to go back and get a color that I thought I had already used, I could just check my list and see. Yeah. And what am I doing? Rambling is what I'm doing. I'm rambling. It was 26 degrees Celsius here today. I can't tell you what that is in Fahrenheit because I don't remember anymore. And then, where'd that go? Come back here. That one drill is trying to get away. Waste no drills until you know how many you need. Right. I can't believe there's only 20 colors to kit up. Oh, what have I got in here? I got 2 drills that I didn't put in some bag. And a piece of one there. Lordy. So, what did we do in April? Not a whole lot. Because it's been raining here like forever. Now, we have had some warm weather, but not as hot as today. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you, it was 26 degrees, and then that was around lunchtime. And then about an hour later or so, you can see the dark coming. And I went, oh, it's going to rain. And sure enough, it did rain, and we lost, I think, 3 degrees. And they're about 6:30 to 7. And we had thunder and lightning and more rain, heavier this time. And it lasted another couple degrees. And now it's 8:45 and it's down to 17 degrees. So we've lost 9 degrees already since dinner time. Wow. And hubby told me when he called from work that there was supposed to be a storm coming in about 9 o'clock. And you know, they are pretty precise about their times over here. Did I say it was in Belgium? I think so. They're pretty precise about their times storms are going to start. It's just like kind of freaky. And for the most part, they're right. And I mean, I've just looked at, your weather app, right? And the rain is going to start at 3 minutes after 2. And I'm like, seriously, boys, 3 minutes after 2. And but lots of times they're actually right. Oh, I still see drills in this one. Oh, no, that was ABs. That was white ABs. I'll have to save them. Or put them in this kit. If there's white. So, I don't know how much colder it will get. But we shall see. I don't think it's going to go down like past 15 or something. I would think not. And that's all in Celsius for my American friends listening. Which I think most of what listen to me most of my viewers are from America. From the US of A. I got some Canadians. Some family and friends back home that listen to me. Yay. So it seems like I had static in some bags and not in the others. So that's good. Now seriously though. What's that little bit going to do? If they give you 20% more drills than you need. So I might need 20 drills out of that pack. I know. It's probably for highlighting something. But I don't know what. In my mind's eye, it's highlighting a color that looks very much like it. And that's like in that Josephine Wall kit. I've noticed as I'm up to I have up to row 7 done, so I only have 2 rows left to do. And I noticed it before this. Hang on, I gotta take a sip of my tea. Oh, yuck, it's cold. Blah, blah, blah. That a lot of times there's a lot of symbols you'll get together. You might get a batch of 3 or 4 symbols that are all similar in color. And they're all placed together all through the canvas. And I was putting some down the last few days, and it was 2 of this one and 1 of this similar symbol. And I went, oh yeah, no, I'm not opening up that. Poof, you're all going the same color now. So my kit will look like nobody else's. Because I've put colors where I wanted to. And that's like I was doing it last night. And it was in this field of green. There was this one black drill. One. Or I wouldn't say black. I would say it was navy because there's hardly any black in the kit. But anywho, dark, dark, dark. And it looked so out of place. I went, oh yeah, you're coming up. And I just looked at the green that was next to it. And made it that color green. Looks much better. And that's like on her skin too. There's we're going to say a mermaid in the kit. And on her skin there was 3 bags in that one. There was this dark drill, and I'm like going, okay, what she got? Like a freckle, a pimple, a mole? I don't know what it is. I said, but it's coming off. $3.49. And you can do that because it's your kit. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. You can change it any... Oh, Lee! Yeah, I hear you laughing. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, I gotta pick up the tap. Did I spill any drills on the floor? No. Oh, la 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 la. So therefore, I don't know what I was talking about. Son of a... After you use your set so many times, the taps will become loose. And you might be able to spill your drills. Oh my, excuse me. Anyway, somebody could tell me what I was talking about, but you can't because I can't hear you. I know you're shouting at me. Son of a pup. That's what Mom would say when she didn't want to swear. I don't think she swore too much, no. Maybe back in the day, but after she had us young'uns, me and my sister. At least she didn't swear around us. Yeah, so there you go. The train of thought is easily lost, but it's lost now. Good God. Good God. All right, let's talk about... Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about April. April, we didn't do a whole lot. Because there was not a whole lot to do. Hubby was working, and I'm home by myself and the 2 cats. I gotta show you this, though. Once I put that sticker on straight, I gotta show you this pack of drills. This is 3865, and it looks even whiter than, right, for me looking at them through the camera, but maybe when I look at it afterwards, it'll look just as white. Because 3865 is usually an off-white, but because we have, look at this, 5200 crystals. So they call the clear crystals 5200. They call them white. Everybody does. I've never really understood it, but I guess they wanted the DMC code on them. Aren't they gorgeous? And then we have a little smattering of, don't look at the yellow. Wait now. Let me try to separate something here. So, okay. Look at that gold. That's the top of the drill. The yellow is what sticks to the glue. It's a gold metallic. First kit I've ever had with that in it. Wow. Let's go back out so you can see me spill my drills. Yeah. This one got some static in it. Let's open up this first, Diane. I'm thrown right off because I just did that big old thingy bobby. So, in April. So, I think I told you in March that I should have, if I didn't, that my stepson, hubby's son, certainly, has a girlfriend. He works with her, actually, too, but they don't actually, they work at the same company, let's put it that way. Yes, sometimes they have things to do together, or with teams, but normally, no. So they started hanging out, yeah. And then in January, they officially started dating. Yay. And they're really serious. God love them. She's really nice, too. Really, really nice girl. And so in April, we had her over for supper. The first time we met, they came here, and then we went to the restaurant. For the simple fact that instead of having her here for the first time and being like stuck in the house with two people that she doesn't know and maybe be lacking for conversation, we decided we'd stay here for a couple hours and then we'd go to the restaurant. And then it'd be just, whatever conversation happened to come up. And you don't have to talk while you're eating. Right. Look at that. Kitted up. That's the easiest kit up I ever did in my life. And see what I was using here? The bag that the drills came in. So I just do that. And it's ready for the recycling. Yes, it is. And then all these here, like from here down and this side, are all stickers. Save them. And now I will put these containers. Let's see what we got here. We got 1 to 8. We got E, K, S, and X. Well, K's not going to fit up there anyways. No, brute. And then I got the symbols, but I just usually then... All right, let's do that. I'll put an empty one there to separate them out. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. There we go. Because I got to fill up the rest of it now with the containers that I don't need. So, we had them over for supper. And then I was like, okay, what's she like? Blah, blah, blah. We all have our likes and dislikes. And there's a couple things that, I don't like that she don't like. Yay! So that's easy. And then, so what I just did was made hamburgers. Now, over here in Belgium, see, wasn't that like too freaking simple? I'll put that and that in there until I'm ready to actually do the kit, which will be after I finish that 2 weeks time, probably when I finish my Josephine Well. Maybe I'll just leave this out on top. So we had the hamburgers. Now, you go to a restaurant, you can get a normal hamburger. Some restaurants, no. It's just what they call a pistolet, is a hard, crusty bun. Here big. With a patty on it. And ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise, whatever you want on it. And I'm like, that's not a hamburger, man. So one day, we were at the grocery store and we bought some, I think they had Black Angus hamburgers there. Burgers. And I bought a pack of those. There was 4 of them. I bought some slices of cheese and some lettuce and tomatoes. And he said, what are you doing? I said, we're having hamburgers. He said, well, when are we going to eat the rest of it? I said, with the hamburgers. And they have what they call, the brand is called Streaky Bacon. So it's sort of pre-cooked. It's kind of pre-cooked. So you just put it in the microwave for a minute and 20 seconds. And then it's good to go. And it's really good on hamburgers. Actually, it's not bad bacon. It's kind of a little bit salty, though. And so I made hamburgers and cooked fries. And she liked it, though. Yay. But the boys were all, like, the first time I ever cooked it for the guys, it's only me and my husband and my stepson. They were like, I put the burgers down in front of them. They were like, what? I said, and that's a hamburger. Man, it was that big you could hardly get your jaws around it. Because it was 4 patties. And we made them into 3 patties. So they made them even thicker and bigger. And the buns were about yay big around, so I flattened them out. Now, they never did get flat, but widened them out so they'd fit the bun. And so now, even my stepson now, he sent me a picture the other day. And I thought he was at a restaurant. I said, where are you to? Because it was a hamburger cut in half, showing me the burger. He said, I made these at home, because he's in his own apartment. And I said, you made them? I said, you had a good teacher, right? He said, yes. Oh, my. So we did that. And then hubby had his 62nd birthday on April the 21st. I'm 6 weeks older than hubby. Yes. And so the family came here first, and then we went to the restaurant. So there were, how many of us? 8 of us. So we went to a restaurant here in town, and they're under new ownership, and the food is so much better than the last crowd that had them. And way more friendlier, too. Oh, they got I think they'll do good business. And, but what they had done at the restaurant was they had put on this wooden expansion, like in an L shape. Like, so you walked into the restaurant, and up here, like here was the bar, and then back here, there's more seating. But up here, there's all the tables, and there's a doorway up here and one on the side, where normally you can go out on the patio. So what they had done was they built this wooden L shape just down past the door. Well, they have more than one door, certainly, yes. That door, and they turned it into what they call a chalet, a Swiss chalet. Now, when my husband first said Swiss chalet, I was thinking about the restaurant that used to be back home. The chain was called Swiss Chalet. But it looked like a chalet, a cabin in Switzerland, and you can get raclette. Raclette, which I didn't know what that was before I came here. There's lots of people that would know, but I didn't know. So you got this Jeezly big cheese wheel, and we'll say now if it's out in a market or something, it's cut in half, and it's set on this unit, and then there's a light above it like this, and here's the cheese wheel. So it melts, and you know how it like got the waxy skin on the outside of it. But this particular skin, you can eat it too. It's not wax, obviously. So you got your cheese wheel here, and you got the thing melting, and then it just melts down, and you scrape it off with a little tool, and you put it on. Well, what they did at the restaurant was there was 4 of them having the raclette. So there was four people sitting here, 4 people sitting here, and a small table in the middle with the raclette machine on it. Now, the raclette machine had 2 lights, one this way, one that way, and the cheese was cut both sides, rounded on the bottom, and so that the 2 people sitting here could take off that side, and the 2 people sitting here could take off of this side. And then, like, I was on the outside. I had a burger. My sister-in-law had a burger. And my husband's cousin had lamb. And my stepson's girlfriend had lamb. And then the 4, my husband, his son, my husband, his niece, his son, and niece's husband had the raclette. So between the 4 of them, this humongous piece of cheese was like 950 grams. Almost a kilo of cheese. All right? So then they had a plate, a large dinner plate, full of cold cuts, lunch meat, slices of meat. And there was, in the middle of it, there was a small dish of gherkin pickles, which home they're sweet, but here they're not. And like just the little silver onions that you can get in pickles, the little tiny ones. And then there was between the 2 sitting across from each other, there was a bowl of potatoes about this big, but they were little tiny ones, and they were still in the skin, so they were baked. And then there was a bowl probably that big around again of salad to share the potatoes and salad they should share between the two of them. Now, there was 250 grams, we asked him afterwards, 250 grams of meat on this plate. Now, that's the size of a good steak. Then they had the potatoes, and they had the salad, and they had the pickles and the onions. And then they had a fourth of, just we'll say, a kilo of cheese. That's 250. So say 225, because it wasn't quite a kilo. Well, they could not finish, the four of them could not finish the cheese. They had to give up. But now, we asked them, like, what do you do with the cheese? Because you can't give that piece of cheese to another client. He said, if the customers don't want it, I'll give it to one of the... Well, he's funny. He said, if you haven't poked your fingers in the melting cheese... Then he said, we all laughed. He's very funny. He's the owner, manager, and does whatever. Needs to be done. And he said, if you don't poke your fingers in the cheese, he said, we'll give it to a staff member, or the staff, they can heat it up and eat it. Or you can take it home. If you want to take it home, it's yours. You paid for it. And the thing with this raclette thing, and apparently this came from Switzerland, that they're the ones that invented the raclette cheese and machine and whatever. And you can also eat it with bread. Eat it on top of bread. You can eat it on top of whatever you want to eat on top of, really. But it's usually the tray of meats and breads. And he told us that... one time they had a group of 4, and they actually asked for another, because it's the volonté, they say, so that's like a buffet, all you can eat. They asked for an extra piece of cheese, because they had all the cheese gone, and they ate almost all the second one, 4 people. Now, he said they didn't ask for more meat, they wanted more cheese, so I guess they had used a lot of... They still had meat and stuff left over. And then they had a table of, he said it was 6 or 7, he said maybe 8, and they ate two full big ones. Well, the most you can do, you got to put it on a slant, or else it's not going to slide off. So, say 2 kilos of cheese, and they had extra meat and stuff too. I'm like, holy moly, how would you even eat it all? That's just cray-cray. Because I had a burger, and my stepson Sonny said, when I saw your burger come out, because you read it in the menu, and they change their burger every week. Now, they cook a burger like I cook a burger. There's stuff on it. So, it was a pretzel bun. And no, it didn't look like a pretzel, but my stepson told me it was a pretzel bun. I knew it tasted a bit different, but I knew the taste. Now I know why. And it had an Angus beef patty on it, which was like yay thick. You could see it was homemade. And it had cheese on the bottom and cheese on the top of the burger, meat. And it had lettuce, and it had a piece of bacon on it. Now, I wasn't sure about the sauce that was going to go on it. It was truffle sauce. Eating rich now, boy, I tell you. So, and it came with a small bowl of salad and fries. And so she brought out, I said I wasn't sure about the truffle sauce because I had never eaten it before. So she also brought out some ketchup and some mayonnaise because most Belgians eat their fries with mayonnaise. I don't like it. I want my ketchup because basically is what I'm used to. If there was no ketchup in this country, I guess I'd get used to mayonnaise, right? Right. And so I tried the truffle sauce, and I really didn't find a lot of taste to it, which was silly, but anyway. My taste buds are not so good. Now, my sister-in-law at the end of the table down here, we had the same meal. So I said to her, do you want the truffle sauce? And she went, you don't want it? And I went, no. Okay. I said, are you going to use your ketchup? Nope. So she passed down her ketchup. So when I'm eating a hamburger, I'll put ketchup on the bottom of the bun, and I'll put mayonnaise on the top bun. And I went, Do you need more mayonnaise for your fries? Okay, thanks. So it never went to waste. And then the other two, they had lamb. It was two different lambs though. Like the cousin in front of me had, it looked like little rack of lamb. It was like three. What am I gonna say? You know, the little piece with the bone sticking off. There's a word for it. A rack of lamb is the whole rack with all the bones sticking up. Anyway, say it was a 6-piece rack of lamb and you cut it in half. And then you cut it yourself. And vegetables and potatoes, vegetables. A lot of green peas and stuff. I don't know how they did them, but they look delicious. And now my stepson's girlfriend, she had the same vegetables and potato, and it was like a round potato. And I had it before. It's like they thinly sliced it, and then they laid it down like a flat, like a piece, and they laid it down like that and formed a round circle. But this was a whole thing about that high and about that round of this potato. Oh my God, it looked delicious. But her lamb was like a leg of lamb. And but they both had, we all had good meals. We were there well, the meal started at 6. We went down 5:30. And I don't know, it was at least 9:30 before we left, if it was not 9:45. Here they don't rush you out of restaurants. They don't rush you. You can stay all night. Once you're at a table, you're at that table. You're not expected to leave. Now, there's only been a few times that, like on very special days, like say Mother's Day or Valentine's Day or something, they might say they got a setting at 6 and a setting at 8:30 or 8 o'clock. Only because it's one day of the year and everybody wants to get in on that one day. Now, we got one restaurant here that during the next town over, they're really good. We haven't been here in a while for some reason. We've got to go. But what they'll do for Valentine's, because not everybody can go out on the 14th. And so they'll have it from, like this year, Valentine's was on a Wednesday, I believe. So they kept their Valentine's up until Saturday. Because they did have requests because they do a set menu. And the only reason we didn't go there was because they had duck. I love duck. He doesn't like duck. He doesn't like any birds. He hates it. Don't know what's wrong with him. Son won't eat fish unless it's the big shrimps. Husband won't eat anything that flies unless it doesn't taste like that. He'll eat chicken and curry sauce, but if you just give him chicken, he ain't eating it. Oh, Moisa. And that year, this February, they had duck, so we couldn't go. Besides, she told us that this is a totally different restaurant than what I was just telling you about with the raclette. Sorry, okay, different town. But she told us that one year, a customer had said, like, is there any way we could get that Valentine's menu like 2 days later, because that's the only day we're going to be able to come for Valentine's. And then she thought about it and she went, not everybody can come when they should. And maybe they still want the menu. So what they did was extended it and phone and make a reservation so they'd know how many would want the menu on whatever night. I think it's a wonderful idea because everybody can't do things on the day it's supposed to happen. And over here, too, a lot of the times they'll have a set menu. Now, usually they'll have the set menu and then you can order off of a limited menu. But, and like in the set menu could have like choices within it. Like you could have a choice of the appetizers. You can have a choice of the main entree, which like they'll do a meat and they'll do a fish. And then dessert is usually dessert. Or sometimes there's like 3 or 4 desserts on one tray. Oh, yeah, we had dessert too at Jean-Marie's birthday after we ate all that food. Because that burger might not sound like much, but I couldn't even eat all my fries. And I'm going to tell you, but I did eat my salad. What did we have for dessert? Oh, I had a tiramisu. It was actually not made with, I don't know if it was made with amaretto or not, but it was caramel in it. My husband now choco mousse. That's Dutch for chocolate pudding. Well, a mousse, not a pudding, not so heavy as a pudding. He loves it. So he had that. A big thing for dessert over here is ice cream. They love their ice cream. And they call it a dame blanche, which would be white woman. So does vanilla ice cream. And they'll ask you how many balakas you want, how many balls of ice cream. And then you can have like chocolate sauce or caramel sauce or whatever over it. I think 3 or 4 of them had ice cream. And a couple of us had the tiramisu. I don't remember any other ice cream. Other dessert. No. Yeah, like it's a really big thing is the ice cream. I miss the ice cream truck. It used to come around and then Corona sort of killed it. And then he came back for a while, like after everything was back to normal. And, but now I haven't seen him in like a couple years. Oh, he had homemade ice cream. Oh, delicious. First time I ever had ice cream from an ice cream truck was here in Belgium. Never had it home. Well, of course, we only got a little tiny bit of summer in Newfoundland. Good God. Good God. So, have I rambled enough now for you all? Oh, hang on now. For those that don't know, I'll show you. I'll think of something else. This is the big Josephine while I'm doing. This is the Pisces. So, I'm up to here now. Up to the... Right there. I got her face done and her skin. And her hair, though. I thought her hair would be more solid purple, but it's not. I really think she's a mermaid because I'm thinking this might be... Or this is her. I don't know. No, she's on the water lily. That's right. She's on a water lily. Or lily pad, because this is the root going down here. And I really think this is her mermaid part. The tail part, without the fins. And here we have a conch. One of those shells that like you can hold up and hear the ocean. And Poseidon is in the conch with his trident. See that? Trident? That's what they call trident. And right here, even though these two blobs, you can't see them, they're seahorses. And there is like reins going in. So the seahorses are pulling Poseidon. But I would really like to make them a different colors to make them stand out. There's 2 fishies over here. There's a face over here, but it's hard to see. You can sort of see it. And so this is all the water stuff. All the coral and stuff. And then up here we get the sky. And so I started and did the bottom first because that I knew was going to be more confetti just by looking at the picture. You got the 2 fish for Pisces. Can't swim an inch. And then I knew by looking at this that yes, there was going to be confetti, but not like down here. And there's not either. So I got these 2 top ones to do. And I was actually looking at it through the light pad up like this part right here. And I saw this massive big part of oh, my battery's too low. Light went off. Massive part of color blocking. So seeing my light went off because my battery's down to 15, that means I should leave you. Alrighty. Until next time, be good. Please. Don't be like me, spill your drills either. Here you go. It's a big squishy hug. I love ya all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.